Hi guys, and welcome to another video of mine. Today I'll be talking about the Perfect Drinks app control bartending system. I got this for Christmas. It's a break kit and I just wanted to show you how it works. So this is what you get in the box. So the first thing out of the box will be the scales and the plate that goes on top of it to keep from spills and messes and just keep the scale safe. You also get this cocktail shaker. This should be enough measurements to make 2 cocktails, which is a perfect size. And last is the stand, so that you can stick your own iPad onto it, hold it in place while you do your recipes. Then put it all together and what you have is the perfect cocktail making machine. Now let's get started on the app. Right, the first thing you do is go to your app store on your Android or Apple devices and just download the Perfect Drinks app. Then when it's finally downloaded, just go into the app, and when it opens it'll tell you this menu that asks you if you have a scale or you don't have the scale, because you can use the app without the scale, but of course it's better with the scale. Next it's going to want to pair your scales with the app. This is through Bluetooth or wired. I have the wired scale, so I picked wired. Next, the app is going to ask you to connect to your microphone. This is a way for the scales to connect to the app. Next is plug in the microphone into the jack socket. So first you would get the wire and then insert it into the jack on the iPad, like so. Then turn on the scales by pressing the on button. You should see it say pour. Next, it's going to ask for your date of birth to make sure that you're over the legal age. Now you come to the main menu. At the top it will tell you if you are disconnected or connected to the scales. If not, press the top button and choose your scale from the list they give you. On the left side is the all recipe menu. Touch this for the recipes by category. Then press the more recipes to download more recipes from the internet. At the bottom you have the categories. First you have help. This will help you with anything to do with the app or the scales. Next is shopping. This is where you put what you've bought and what you need to buy for your recipes. Go to the new recipes tab if you fancy making up your own ingredients and making your own cocktail for the app to make later or to share online. Click on the Get More Recipes to download more recipes from the internet. These include season specials like St. Patrick's Day or even Christmas. Under More are all the social media sites for the Perfect Company, the makers of this scale and app. Also go to Buy Now if you need to buy the scales if you don't have them yet. Then there's the account. Here's where you log into your account that's connected to this app. You can use Facebook, Google, or create an account. This is so you can back up custom recipes and meal plans and sync them across your mobile devices. Then you have news. This is news feeds from the Perfect Company giving you new drinks and links to some of their videos of their scales and apps. Also under account is settings. Here you can change units from US to US grams to metric. Also you have other options about the scales, sleeping and auto start timer. In the browser, you have different types of drinks to make. These can vary from cocktails to hot drinks and even alcohol-free drinks. There's many to choose from and the category is A to Z. If you go to cabinet, here is where you will choose all the ingredients that you have in the house. This can vary from alcohol. This will include things like beer, ciders and spirits and wine. Then you have your condiments. Then you will have your fruits like apples, dried fruit, coconut, grapes. You also have your herbs and spices. And your juices to mix with your cocktails. You also have your meats that you can make meals with on the scale. Then you have your mixers for your cocktails. Also your sugar and sweets. Then you have non-alcohols like coconut water, coffees, teas and soft drinks. Then you have other things like nuts and seeds, oils and fats, snacks, vegetables and dairy eggs. We also have ice, which is crushed ice and ice cubes. Now let's choose some. So first I go into the alcohol and go through the list. Say I've got rum and vodka. Then go into the whiskies and pick that I have Canadian whiskey and some bourbon. Then if I go down to the juices, just pick apple juice, grapefruit, pick that I've got lime juice, and maybe another one pineapple juice. Now if you go back to the browser, you'll see blue dots underneath some of the cocktails. This is indicating that you have some or all of the recipes for these cocktails. So if the bar is full blue, that means you have all the ingredients to make that cocktail. If you want to know all the cocktails that you can make with the stuff in your cabinet, go to the top bar of A to Z and choose in cabinet. Then from the list, you can choose what cocktails you can make. Like this one, I have most of the ingredients like rum, pineapple juice and lime juice, but I do not have the apricot brandy or the cherry. So I will have to go out and buy the other two ingredients. But let's just see what it's like when you try and build one. So go into the build button by pressing it. Then the instructions of how to make your cocktail will come up. First is prepping, then it will go one by one of each ingredient that you have to add and how much measurements of it you would need to put in. Now let me show you how to make one. For this test, I am going to make a mocktail, as it's a little bit too early for me to make a cocktail. This one is called the Crown's Nest, which contains orange juice, cranberry juice, grenadine, a lime, and ice cubes. I haven't got any ice cubes or lime, so I'm just going to go without, but the drink will still be the same. Now let's get started. Press the build button to go into the menu. This will calibrate the scales ready to pour your drink. Press OK when the scale is ready. Next, put your shaker on top of the scale. Then it is ready to pour your drinks. First thing is the orange juice. As you pour, you will realise on the screen of the iPad the orange juice scale going up to show how much the measurements. I thought this was very impressive when I first saw it. After that, it will go on to the next one, which is the cranberry. This is a 30ml. Be careful not to make mess, like we did here. Try not to make too much mess, as it could weigh onto the scale, messing up your cocktail. Next is the grenadine. Be careful when pouring this, as you only need a little amount. One quick pour should do the job, and that's it, complete. Next thing is to do the shaking. So get your lid for your shaker and put it back on top. Next thing is to shake for 12 seconds. As you can see on the app, as you shake, the timer will go down in seconds. When the timer gets to 1 second, it will make a beeping sound. Then finally, choose a glass of your choice and start pouring your perfect cocktail. And there you go, we have just made a crow's nest with the perfect drink app and scales, and it tastes very nice. Thumbs up. Another good thing about this perfect drink scale is that if you disconnect it from your tablet, the scale itself becomes a normal scale to use with cooking and other things you would do with weighing. It can do measurements like grams, mils and pounds. Thanks for watching my video on the perfect drink scale. I hope you enjoyed this and maybe you even want to buy one in the future. They're very good to use, especially at parties. I used mine on New Year's Day and even my friends loved it and bought one themselves on the same night. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please like it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.